Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
What's up, everybody? It's Pat Connaughton. On behalf of myself and my Pat Connaughton Foundation, we wanted to thank you for tuning in. I started my foundation back in 2016 with the goal of creating access to athletics for the next generation of student athlete, especially in underserved communities. We do this through courts, clinics, and character. We've seen that kids who build habits through sport, they learn those translatable life skills that we teach: hard work, teamwork, leadership, accountability, discipline. The list goes on. They set themselves up for success both on and off the court later on in life. We've been fortunate to impact tens of thousands of kids over the last 6 years, and we hope to continue to grow in those three areas: courts, clinics, and character, so that we can continue to impact kids throughout the state of Wisconsin and even globally. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. And if you care to learn more, please visit our website, www.patconnaughtonfoundation.org.
Good evening and welcome into WIAA Girls High School State Tournament Playoff Basketball. I'm Connor DuBois alongside Dom D'Angelo. Dom coming to the rescue tonight. I rescued what's his face last year with the boys game. I remember Joey when their equipment went down. For some reason, all of a sudden everything's working. Headset goes out and Dom comes to the rescue with another one. But I'm Connor DuBois alongside Dom D'Angelo. We got a 1-8 matchup on our hands tonight. We're just about 2.5 minutes away from national anthem starting lineups, so a little shortened pregame. We'll get into some stats and things like that as the game progresses. But tonight's pregame is brought to you by Jolly Good Soda. First introduced in Wisconsin in 1966, Jolly Good Soda quickly became a cornerstone beverage for get-togethers, cookouts, and more. Today, Jolly Good Soda is widely known for its bold flavors and is enjoyed both locally in Wisconsin and others all over the U.S., along with our great viewers of W7 Nation. We're just about all set for tip-off, as we said, about 2 minutes away. When we come back, we will have our national anthem and starting lineups. Hopefully everything continues to work, but plenty of time to crack open a good old Jolly Good Soda. The good times and savor the magic of tournament basketball with your favorite flavor of Jolly Good Soda. We'll take a quick break here from Jolly Good. When we come back, we'll have our national anthem starting lineups. You're watching W7.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Destination, right down the road, the rec center, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Mission, pursuit of the gold ball. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Schneider Driving Center, where the WIAA Girls State Basketball Tournament is underway. Tonight, we feature a regional semifinal contest. We have the Plymouth Panthers, and we have the Notre Trojans. Before we meet the players, coaches, and referees, please stand. Kindly remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. Beginning with the Panthers of Plymouth High School. Let's welcome a 5'8" junior, number 3. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for the WIAA. The District 2, back for the defending state champions, the Notre Trojans. She's a 5'1" senior. She wears number 1. She's a 5'7" junior. She wears number 10. She is she's a 5'7" junior. She wears number 11. She is she's a 5'11" sophomore. She wears number 20. She is she's a 5'11" junior. She wears number 21.
right, Dom, we're all set. I think that went good. I don't know. I didn't see it. If you thought Dom did good, put it in the comments there. But opening tip controlled by the Tritons, and I'll hand it over to play-by-play, Dom D'Angelo.
Inside, Gresh with the early finish. So a quick 2-0 start for the Tritons. Nice pass from Peyton Musial. Gracie Gresh, the leading scorer on this Triton squad. Speaking of devastating, there's an opening press there. And a near takeaway. Ball's on the ground. Barrington dives on it, and a foul. See who it goes against. That's going to go against Campbell Booth, the sophomore. Booth had a great game in their last one against Seymour, a 47-31 win. She led the way with 14 points. Here's a kick out and a drive, Musial. Whitehouse now has it, they'll swing it around. Always looking for the right shot, the Tritons are.
Well, they are ever so patient, especially in that half court. They kind of get whatever they want at times. They feature different players.
Gresh threw it away. Here come the Panthers the other way. Here's Ellison Lilliquist on the run. There's a pull-up three and a bucket for Taylor Trakel. Sweet-looking stroke from Trakel gives the Panthers the early 3-2 lead.
Well, Dom, I got here early. Everything was going good until the, as we talked about, the headset. So we missed the pregame. We'll kind of talk about how the teams got here and some season stats and trends for both squads as the first half goes along.
Barrington was fouled on the offensive rebound. She'll get to the free throw line. About a 70% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. And to your point, it'll be interesting to see how the Tritons come out in this game. They haven't played in over a week. Panthers last played on Tuesday. As I mentioned earlier, they beat Seymour to advance to this round. So they've been battle-tested, you could say, already. But definitely a different animal.
Here comes that full court pressure. Schematically, you can plan for the Notre Dame pressure, but you don't know how physical and how intense it is until you get out here on the floor. And there's an early foul.
I believe it's going to go against Barrington. That's her first. So first foul on Barrington, first foul on the Tritons. Nothing open so far. Some good half-court defense on this possession. Fada with some good ball pressure. Here's Ellison Lilliquist in the corner.
Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for.
There's another three-pointer put up and good from Lilliquist. So two early threes early on for the Panthers. There's Musial teeing up a three. Gresh, the offensive rebound, fires a pass into Whitehouse. So a fast start to this one, 6 apiece. There's a steal from Whitehouse. Barrington will take the short shot, couldn't get it to go. Fought for the rebound, out of bounds.
Coming right into your living room there. Hey, you know, we didn't get to this in the pregame, but Notre Dame just giving up 35.7 points per game. Plymouth averaging 43.3. 6 here in the early going. So if you're Plymouth, you got to kind of be happy with the way things have started off.
There's a blocking foul on Trista Fada. So foul trouble is something to definitely watch in any game, especially in a tournament game like this where it's one and done. 2 early fouls on each side. Fada with some tough defense against Booth. Inside, shot won't go. Offensive rebound and the putback for Lilliquist. So like we talked about in the open, maybe a little bit of rust on that Triton side after not having played until last week, Thursday. They go into Barrington in the post, facing some traffic and a takeaway. Ricky got her hand on it, and now it looks like it's going to be a travel. Early substitution. Hannah Greison's going to come in for Peyton Musial. Greison, the junior, checks in. Feta, she's got to look. She's not afraid to fire and knock it down.
And that net didn't even move.
So Feta is on the board now with her first 3 of the night. Good defense from Whitehouse. Pass was tipped by Gresh, goes out of bounds. Panthers to inbound. Not a lot open, there's a 5 seconds.
As we talked about, hit that comment button. Let us know who you're watching from, who you're watching for. And we'll pop those comments up. I know a lot of Triton fans aren't in attendance tonight. Lots going on here with the Triton Athletic Departments today and tomorrow.
There's a nice move from Feta inside. So back-to-back buckets from Feta. Yeah, there's currently a boys game going on at Ashwaubenon. It's always a big rival there. There's a near travel.
Yeah, the support systems are stretched thin the next 2 nights.
Tough fade away, shot is off. Feta comes down with the rebound, looking to push, fires a pass into Gresh. Feta, the spin, kicks it out. Greison fakes, drives into Barrington. Power dribble, got it up, and she'll have 2 free throws.
So we got Maggie Hines checking in, says, let's go Tritons. I think that's a future Lady Triton looking to be maybe on W7 in the next couple of years out here. Continuing the great tradition of girls basketball and the legacy that Sarah Rohde and the rest of the Tritons have built over the years.
Free throws good, couple substitutions. Ashley Miller will check in, and as well, Ezra Strablow will come in for the Panthers, try to keep up this little bit of a stretch that they've got going on here. Only down by 5, 2 for 2 from the free throw line from Barrington. This is where things have been tough. Loose ball. Now there's a host of Tritons coming over there. Feta nearly took it away again. They get out of the traffic for the moment. They get it over to Lilliquist. Ball's on the ground. Whitehouse is on the ground. Bryson comes up with the ball. Don't have the advantage in transition, and that's a charge.
Tough call there.
I didn't think that was a whole lot of contact there.
It blocked off a little bit here, looking through a lot of bodies the other way.
So that's the second foul on Barrington. Peyton Musial returns. And a timeout on the floor.
30-second timeout. We will keep it with you. You are watching W7 presented by the Pat Connaughton Foundation. The Pat Connaughton Foundation exists to, let me see, let's get inside those huddles. The Pat Connaughton Foundation exists to inspire and motivate young athletes to put their dreams into action, whatever their dreams may be. Captained by Milwaukee Bucks champion Pat Connaughton, the organization is focused on making a positive impact in the hearts, minds, and futures of young athletes by making the sport of basketball accessible to kids across the world. Big thanks to the Pat Connaughton Foundation and, of course, Pat Connaughton himself for supporting W7 and also girls athletics across the state. Well, Dom, early thoughts. It's a 13-8 lead here for the Tritons, but if you were to ask Coach Sarah Rohde, maybe a little bit of a slower start than they might like.
Yeah, and you got to give credit to the Panthers here. They came out and knocked down some early threes. Watching them in warm-ups didn't look like they quite had it going, so maybe they got the warm-up shirts off and they're starting to feel it a little bit better here. So this is where the issue's been with this half-court press here. as Miller gets it across the timeline. Pass was tipped. Feta in transition, goes around the defender and it gets fouled. So she'll have 2 shots, and that's another thing. Triton's attacking the basket early. This will be their 3rd trip to the free throw line. Foul goes against Ashley Miller. That's her first. Miller, the freshman.
Fade is 62.5% on the year.
Pretty good stroke there. It's surprising for someone who is a pretty good 3-point shooter. Second one is pure. 15-8, maybe starting to smell some blood in the water. There's a good catch down the floor from Trakel. In some traffic, there's 3 Tritons around her. She's got to get rid of it, and a jump ball.
And that should favor Plymouth.
And Trakel is down.
It's not good. I heard a loud thud on the ground when she went to it. I hope it wasn't her hitting her head. But we'll step away. We'll take a quick break. You're watching W7, presented by Jolly Good Soda, presented by the Pat Connaughton Foundation, powered by Jolly Good Soda.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
So Trakel is up. She's walking back to the bench under her own power. Both teams remain in the huddle as she walks off, but looks like she is holding her head there. Yeah, yes, she is. So Trakel will take a seat. They'll evaluate her. 6.2 points per contest. Knocked down a 3 already in the early going.
Yeah, that's a tough blow for them. Ball's out of bounds, be Notre Dame basketball. Yeah, you just hope that she's okay. You and I both said it in the timeout. It did not initially sound that good when she hit her head on the ground. You hate to make guesses when it comes to these things, but you just hope it's not quite that. Gresh with the finish.
No, it was a kind of a loud thud, and I was hoping it was her elbows or something. But yeah, see if Plymouth here can rally a little bit around her and cut into this 17-8 deficit.
They go inside. Pass was a bit far.
It was a nice look. The high-low, just like you said, a little bit too far.
Lilliquist had a good seal, just couldn't quite get the pass to her. Substitution for the Tritons, Kaya Waldrop, the standout freshman. Checks in for her first postseason minutes. Gresh has it. She's going to tee up a deep 3. Wow! Gracie Gresh from way downtown. 20-8, they're starting to open it up. Waldrop with the steal, Musial, a little room service, and the foul. Chance for the old school 3-point play for Peyton Musial. She'll have one more at the free throw line. That foul goes against Campbell Booth. That's her second. So she now with 2. Free throw from Musial is good. So Booth now with 2. And Batzner now with 2. In the foul department, that's never something that you want to have a big number in. That's going to be a 10 seconds.
I mean, so you look at that, there's the pressure of the Triton defense. They got a 5 second on a sideline out of bounds, a 10-second right there.
One thing that you're noticing, they are subbing their players out pretty quick in just a couple minute spurts. Paige DeMullen now the one on the floor. Feta in the post, kicks it out. DeMullen didn't want the three. Feta's got it back. Gresh in the corner, she's feeling it. That continues. So Gresh, the first player in double figures. She's got 10 points. 2 3-pointers. There's a foul. I believe it's going to go against Gresh. That's about the only thing wrong she's done so far.
Sally Fortuna checking in, says go Panthers. She's watching her granddaughter, Ezra, from Dade City, Florida. A lot warmer down there than it was here today, my guess. Thanks for checking in, Sally.
Gresh and Lilliquist in the post. They go back to it. So you got Miller and Lilliquist playing catch, and Waldrop's going to take it away.
She just kind of played center field and plop right in her hands.
Right place, right time. Feta, the spin, stops, kicks it out Gresh. That'll set things up. Usual look to go inside. Gresh rifles a pass into Waldrop inside. Goes up, fouled. Shot won't go, so he'll have 2 free throws. And the attacking of the basket continues. They'll be up for their 8th and 9th free throw shots of this first half, and we still have 9:39 to go.
So unfortunately, Sally, that personal foul goes on the granddaughter, Ezra Streblo. Just her first, though.
First free throw's going to bounce off. Campbell Booth's going to come back in for the Panthers, and they need her to get going.
Got some Minnesota folks checking in, pulling for the Tritons. About the only thing Minnesota's beaten Wisconsin in this week has been the snowfall count.
That's a good one. I might have to steal that at some point. I got some family out in Minnesota that I might need to throw that in there.
Heck, even I think the Wisconsin women's basketball team beat Minnesota, which is...
I believe they did.
once in a blue moon. But back on the attack here are the Panthers.
Some good stifling defense from the Tritons. Here's a three-pointer put up from the corner. That's an air ball from Budricki. Here comes Gresh down the floor. Goes up with the left. No foul. Musial the offensive rebound and the putback. It is a Triton staple, the offensive rebound in transition. There's always someone following another. There's a tough pass underneath. Triton's able to get back. Booth goes inside and a foul on Musial. She was trying to defend Lilliquist in the post. First foul on Peyton Musial. Hope Barrington comes in for Gracie Gresh. And Haley Batzner comes back in for the Panthers. Here's Booth and Feta. Looking to go into Lilliquist again. Musial's gonna have it on the takeaway. She'll run the point coming up the floor. DeMullen, she'll try a three. Offensive rebound for Barrington. Facing some traffic. Feta's gonna tee it up. Gonna bounce off, and Waltrop is wide open. She couldn't finish it. Maybe a little too wide open.
Expecting maybe a little contact there, but no dice.
Booth to Budricki, the spin on Musial, goes up with the left, no good. Rebound Barrington.
Sally's saying it was 87 degrees down there today in Dade City, Florida.
Musial inside. I wish it was 87 degrees up here. That'd be nice. I believe the high today was 15 for us up here. There's a blocking foul on Kaya Waldrop. So there's going to be 2 free throws for Campbell Booth.
Yeah, I was going to say it was down on the ground. Fortunately for the Tritons, unfortunate for the Panthers.
My mistake, it was on the ground. They'll switch that now. Now it looks like we got a line change like in hockey that they got going on here.
Well, maybe the Lady Tritons trying to get ready for the big hockey game tomorrow night.
For those in the area and interested, I'll do a little promoting here. It's the Tritons and the Bayport Pirates in the hockey game tomorrow that we keep referencing.
Pretty sure tickets might be sold out for that one.
If they're not, you got to get them while they're hot because it is going to sell out within the next couple of hours, you can assure that. There's a pass underneath to Batsner. She tried to go up through 2. Now she's stuck and she traveled.
That'll be a travel, yeah.
So another turnover for the Panthers.
Got a little nickname here. I didn't know this one. Done enough Triton games. The drip drop, though, for Kaya.
I like it. I like it. We should get that. We should get that going a little bit more around here. I'll start using that.
No more Kaya or wall drop. It's just gonna be dip drop.
Got it.
Or yep, drip drop. I said dip drop.
White House with the finish underneath, and now she's got the steal. Musial, that's for the kill shot. Got it. Timeout, Panthers.
We'll take it with him. You're watching W7 presented by the Pat Connaughton Foundation and powered by Jolly Good Soda.
What's up, everybody? It's Pat Connaughton. On behalf of myself and my Pat Connaughton Foundation, we want to thank you for tuning in. I started my foundation back in 2016 with the goal of creating access to athletics for the next generation of student athlete, especially in underserved communities. We do this through courts, clinics, and character. We've seen that kids who build habits through sport, they learn those translatable life skills that we teach: hard work, teamwork, leadership, accountability, discipline. The list goes on. They set themselves up for success both on and off the court later on in life. We've been fortunate to impact tens of thousands of kids over the last 6 years, and we hope to continue to grow in those 3 areas: courts, clinics, and character, so that we can continue to impact kids throughout the state of Wisconsin and even globally. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. And if you care to learn more, please visit our website, www.patconnaughtonfoundation.org.
Well, back here at the Triton Center, it's a 36-8 lead for the home Tritons, the #1 seed in this sectional, as well as the #1 team in the state in Division II. So no surprise. Maybe the surprise was just a slow start. But as you talked about, Dom, kind of a week off of no games.
You can't get the feel for a game in practice like you can being out there against your actual opponent. So there's another 10-second call, as Batsner didn't get it across the half-court line. Looked like she was standing pretty close to it. Could have just taken a couple steps forward, and it would have been all right there. Here's Destiny Webster. There's Greisen on the cut. Nice finish. So Hannah Greisen gets her first 2. There's some more of that pressure. There's a double team and a jump ball. So the possession arrow is in favor of the Tritons. Next bucket for them will put them at 40 with 6 minutes to go in the first half.
The Tritons, I've got 9 deep so far here in the first half.
Barrington with the straight line drive and finish. That's something to talk about. We didn't see that a whole lot in the regular season. They kind of stick with their usual 6 to 7 rotation players, so a lot of bodies out on the floor early, maybe trying to manage some conditioning like we talked about with the week off. Getting some players some valuable experience. There's a shot way off from Miller. Here comes Whitehouse the other way.
Well, I think it was a thing last year. You saw a little bit with the Tritons when they got down to Beaver Dam. They kind of, once again, they played 5. They were right around that 5 to 6.5 kids they played, But against Beaver Dam, they had to dip into 7 and 8 because of some foul trouble and then just some youth just wasn't ready for the big moment at that time. And all of a sudden, you know, you're down to 7 or 8 on the bench. And if you can get some experience here in the first couple rounds of the playoffs, why not?
Well, here's one of those players we talked about with the youth last year, Peyton Musial. She's really coming to her own this year. Couldn't quite get that layup to go.
I'm behind on the scoreboard.
Batzner's got it in the corner. Greisen right up on her. Now Musial will switch on. Still not a whole lot opening up here. With Ricky looking to drive. Across the lane, shot blocked by Whitehouse. Barrington in a foot race. Couldn't quite win it. She'll get fouled and she'll head back to the free throw line. So Hope Barrington's got 6 points so far. She's been to the free throw line 4 times. That foul's going to go against Ashley Miller. That's her second. So foul trouble starting to stack up for the Panthers. Another line change coming in. Fada and Gresh return for the Tritons. 4:08 to go, first half. After a bit of a slow start, it has been all Tritons in this one. Fada knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay Panther ball. By the way, at that last timeout, I believe Taylor Treckle and Campbell Booth checked in as well. Booth's got it here. Working on Whitehouse and a foul. It's going to go against Sydney Whitehouse, so that'll be her first.
Real quick, if you're a Triton fan, hit that bell in the bottom half of your screen for subscribe. And tomorrow when we go live, you'll be notified, as well as should the Tritons advance to the, or Plymouth for that matter, should they should keep advancing on, we will have the game here on W7. Oh, we may not carry the Plymouth game. We're contracted with Notre Dame, but if Plymouth were to come back from a 41-9 deficit.
We've seen crazier things, that's for sure. Second free throw was off. Here's a kick out and a fake. Jumper is off from Streblow, and here comes Fada the other way. A long outlet pass, intercepted. Now the ball's on the ground. All sorts of action going on down there. Greison's going to tee up a three. That's an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. That was a wild couple of seconds there.
Well, it just goes to show, I mean, the last thing Notre Dame needs is a break. Plymouth nearly comes up with the turnover, unable to secure it. Loose ball right in the hands of Barrington right there on the left block. And just like, that's the last thing Plymouth needs.
Another turnover for the Panthers. Tritons will get it back. Substitution for the Panthers. Ashley Miller comes back in. Miller only a freshman. Playing some big minutes here in this game. Gresh inside on the cut, no foul called, so that goes in the stat book as good defense from Treacle, and now Barrington's gonna get the steal and the finish. So there's some good defense there. Barrington with the steal and the easy finish. Nearly a carry.
He hit it on a little bit, you know, Notre Dame off for an entire week, essentially. Some might say, okay, 43-9, just under 3 minutes left to go in the first half. At what point do you stop pressing? But likewise, you got things you need to work on, and you need to kind of get those game legs back underneath of you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect to see the press to come off until maybe, you know, 4 or 5 minutes into the second half.
Gresh's pass was deflected and stolen. Here come the Panthers the other way. Shot inside is good from Treacle. So good to see her back on the floor. She had that bit of a scare with the fall earlier in the first half.
Absolutely. And that was a nice hard take, kind of being the hammer, not the nail there, and nice right-hand finish for her.
She is one tough kid, that's without question. Going in through some contact and finishing that one. Gresh inside, couldn't quite control it. Now she gets it back. Barrington's gonna tee up a three and knock it down. So Barrington now up to 12 points. Gresh has 10, Musial has 10. Scoring coming in bunches from a variety of different players. Nice pass inside, and Gresh with the foul.
Oh. I think
That was pretty close to being clean there.
body. That was clean up top.
I was gonna say, that looked pretty good from where we were sitting. We're sitting no more than maybe 15, 20 feet away from that. Free throw's gonna bounce off.
Well, coach, just 55.6% on the year. So average have it that this one